Welcome to the ultimate Ohrid vlog. We're diving into the heart of Ohrid, Macedonia. First up, the stunning shores of Lake Ohrid and the lively Ohrid Promenade. Then we'll wander the cobble-charmed streets of Ohrid Old Town. We'll explore the vibrant Ohrid Old Bazaar, hike an epic trail in Galicica National Park. This is your all-in-one guide to uncovering the magic of Ohrid, Macedonia. Let's go. Welcome to the Balkan paradise known as Ohrid. Now, make no mistake, we've seen some pretty promenades in our time. This thing is massively long, and it's just so beautiful, covering this whole area of Lake Ohrid. Lake Ohrid tours are a big thing around here. For €25 per person, you can take a pontoon boat that'll take you over to the Bay of Bones Museum and then on over to St. Nom Monastery. Whereas the big boats behind me are the €20 per person.
Right.
However, you only get the one stop way over at St. Nom.
Yeah.
That's it. Now there's one more curious other thing you can do.
You can take a semi-submarine. How cool is that? All right, now it is €7 per adult and it's €4 for a child. And if you're feeling extra adventurous, you can go tandem paragliding across Ohrid and Lake Ohrid. Now it's gonna cost you €70 to €90 each depending on your elevation. The higher you go, the more it's gonna cost you.
Also, if you just feel like lounging out and relaxing for the day, you got bean bags you can just hang out on, right by the water. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Yes.
And if you're feeling a little more spry than us, you can go right on over here and use the exercise bikes.
Yeah.
Look at us. Okay.
Really?
Wow. Some people really got a tolerance for the cold.
Just absolutely beautiful. All right, so right here at the Ohrid City Park, we have this beautiful, cute little area with a bunch of different cars. And the kiddies can come and play.
So the monument here on the shore of Lake Ohrid is actually an annual event that they do. They have a priest on January 19th every year throw a cross into the lake, and then a bunch of people dive in after to see who can retrieve it first. Whoever retrieves it first will end up having great luck. The reason they choose January 19th is because the day that Jesus Christ was baptized. Otherwise, January in the lake,
And just walking along, like over here, you'll find these weird looking bunnies.
Here stands the monuments to Cyrillus and Methodius, who were also known as the apostles to the Slavs. And they are also credited with creating the Glagolitic alphabet, which ended up being transformed into modern day Cyrillic.
Right.
And this would be St. Nom. Very famous name here in Ohrid. He's even got a monastery across the other side of Lake Ohrid.
Yes, he does.
He is actually a disciple of Cyrillus and Methodius. And right behind me stands St. Clement. Now he also has a monastery here in Ohrid itself. He is also a follower of Cyrillus and Methodius. Yeah, we know it's cheesy, but I mean, come on, every one of these towns has one of these little heart things, so you gotta do it, right?
Absolutely have to, yes.
All right, come on. So here's one of the famous churches here in Ohrid. This is the St. Sophia Church, Ohrid's version of Hagia Sophia. So as we're exploring the backside of the Church of St. Sophia, we came across this fresco here that is actually poking through a broken portion of the wall. Right across the street here from the Church of St. Sophia, see that lantern? All the lanterns that you'll see all throughout Ohrid are all based off of that house right there.
Welcome to the famous Ohrid Boardwalk.
Yep.
And you gotta be very, very careful whenever you are walking around because there is a few of the boards that are missing. You get a beautiful view of Lake Ohrid. There's like, you're right by the rocks too, so that's pretty cool. This section of the Ohrid Boardwalk is the Bridge of Wishes. What a beautiful spot to just look at Lake Ohrid, watching the boats go by.
And behind and below us there, you are seeing one of the most famous churches here in Ohrid, Macedonia, Church of St. John, the theologian at Kaneo. With the scenery and the way it sits, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
It really is though, it's beautiful.
God, Ohrid's beautiful.
It really is.
It looks like someone made a figurine out of pine cone.
That's so cool.
So as we're walking through Ohrid Old Town here, this is where all the cool historical stuff is. We're passing the upper gate city walls, which has got this really cool archway that I'm showing you guys. Back behind us there, we're gonna go visit the amphitheater here in a minute. Check that out, guys. Look at that.
Look at that.
Just right in the middle of the old town of Ohrid.
So cool.
Oh, whoa, check this out.
Wow.
How about that, Brooke?
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
So you want to talk about some history here, guys? We are standing and walking around the ancient theater of Lichnidos. God, I hope I pronounced that right. That's what Ohrid was known as before, it became Ohrid. You got this amazing amphitheater here from the 3rd and 2nd century BC. And you just get to walk around this piece of wonderful history here and do it for 100% free.
Yeah, exactly, which is even better.
One more time, the ancient theater of Lichnidos. My God.
Wow.
This is exactly why people come to Ohrid, Macedonia, because of views and nature like that.
I mean, just look at that. It's just beautiful.
Wow.
Incredible.
Onward, more exploring.
Yes.
Okay, so here at the archaeological complex, we got a basilica, we got a church, we got some ancient ruins up here. All right, let's check it out. So what do you think of this, Brooke?
This is awesome.
Here we are in Samuel's Fortress here in Ohrid, Macedonia. And the great part about Samuel's Fortress, outside of this amazing structure itself, check out the view you get.
This is amazing.
Amazing. So the deal with these famous Ohrid pearls is literally, you can only get them here.
Yeah.
Only 2 known ingredients are shells and then the scales of the Ohrid trout. And those are the only 2 known ingredients of the Ohrid pearls, because the 2 families that are in charge, the Falevi family and the Talebi family, they got the patent for the actual formula to Ohrid pearls to where now they own it and nobody else can do it.
And here's a fun fact for you. Queen Elizabeth actually had her own pair.
Yeah, so, I mean, if the Queen had them, right? So if Ohrid pearls are your thing, come down to Ohrid and check them out. So this time we're going to be showing you the Old Bazaar here in Ohrid.
Come on. All right, so this is believed to be the oldest tree in Macedonia, with being 1,100 years old. Now, if you were 1,100 years old, you need some help standing up too, right? Let's go explore the Old Bazaar some more.
Okay, so we've reached now basically the other end of the Old Bazaar.
Yes.
So let me go ahead and address the elephant in the room like I had to do last year when we came through Macedonia.
Yes.
Yes, the whole time you have been hearing me refer to it as Macedonia.
Yes.
This is how they refer to their home country,
Yes.
okay? I am a guest in their home. I will refer to their home as they see fit. Now you understand why. Let's go see Galicica National Park right here in Ohrid. There is the signage for the opening to Galicica National Park, and well,
Look at that.
you might run into one of them supposedly. That would be a lynx. Wow.
What a great beginning.
And that's just the start of the hike. All right, let's get to it. So in the middle of our hike here, we thought we'd stop off here, catch our breath, and then take in the breathtaking view. Well, that's random. Well, okay. There's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, no.
Kind of creepy. Finally, we did it. It was a pain in the ass of an hour-and-a-half climb, but it was absolutely worth it.
Beautiful up here.
All right, let's show you the beauty that is Ohrid and Lake Ohrid. There's Ohrid itself. Way off in the distance is Struga. Way over there, that's Albania. Now the brook here is about ready to kill me after that hike. For me, I know it was worth it because this is such a magnificent view.
It really is though.
But yeah, I think that's gonna more or less wrap it up for Galicica National Park for us. On to the next thing. We're about a week away from leaving Ohrid, so we are walking all the way to the bus station, which is way on the north end of the town. I don't know about you, but I don't know if I like the idea of my bank with that name or not. Where you gotta go? To the bank. Which one? Spark ass.
That's just too funny for words.
Yeah, it's one of the main banks there in Macedonia.
Yes.
So, babe, you hungry? How about some crazy nuts? You want some crazy nuts? All right, guys, so follow my twisted logic, right? Okay, so you obviously can see that is a gambling casino, right? Okay, now literally right next door to it, that is a pharmacy. And then that is also wedged with another casino. Okay, so here, follow my logic, right? You're gonna go spend a whole crap load of money, you're gonna drink yourself into oblivion, and then you're gonna wipe yourself out financially.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna have to deal with that, you know, that migraine and that stomach ache, the ulcer you're getting, so boom, pharmacy right in the middle. Now that's good thinking.
Logic.
All right, let's go see about getting some tickets to Skopje, huh?
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we just purchased our 2 tickets for a week from today heading to Skopje. Okay, so that's about it. We've enjoyed our month here in Ohrid.
Yes.
All right, guys, onwards and upwards.
Yep.
See ya in the next one.
See ya.